Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I asked you guys to ask me questions on the YouTube community tab and also on Instagram. I asked you guys to ask me anything, so I got questions in here related to my hair, school, a whole bunch of randomness. Let's go ahead and start off with question number 1. Do you plan on dyeing your hair? Yes, I do plan on dyeing my hair, but I'm trying to wait and hold out until my hair is mostly locked. If y'all can't see how soft my ends are, and I'm also looking for more natural ways to dye my hair. I know that a lot of y'all are saying to use hair wax paint so that I won't have to like chemically dye it, but I'm really not too comfortable using wax on my locks. I just feel like that wouldn't wash out well. I know that people have done it, but I'm still a little bit skeptical about using the hair wax paint on locks, so I don't think that's gonna happen for me. I have seen people use henna to dye their hair. I even saw some people use lemon as a form of dyeing their hair from like my color, this dark brown slash black to light brown, and that worked out. So I'm not really sure what I want to do with that, but yes, in the future I do plan on dyeing my hair. Will your grandmother show us her locks? She told me that she would. She said that. I think that she's trying to wait until she gets her retightening again because she wants her hair to be fresh before I show y'all. She's due for a retie within the next couple of weeks. I'll see if I can kind of persuade her to step on the channel one time. I have a picture of her installation day, so y'all be able to see that versus the way that it looks now. I believe that she'll be 2 years locked in February. Are you moving on campus for college? No, I'm not. I'm staying at home. The whole virus definitely solidified my decision in that, but I am going to community college and then I'm going to transfer after I take my basics. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do have siblings. I have one older brother and I also have a younger sister. What's your favorite memory of school? My favorite memory of school is actually my most embarrassing moment ever. I remember in the first grade. Yes, the first grade. I'm taking it way back. In the first grade, I was running outside on the playground. I had my head turned as I was talking to my friend, but I was still running. And so I didn't see the big basketball pole in front of me. So when I turned around, the pole was already like right here, and I ran into it, knocked my head against the pole, and I fell backwards. And I remember it was so embarrassing. Teachers were crowding me, my classmates were crowding me, and I was just pretending to be unconscious. That's how embarrassed I was. They were like calling my name and I was just pretending to be unconscious, just laying there with my eyes closed because I could not face anybody after I did that. So I remember the nurse came out and picked me up and put me on this wheelchair and wheeled me inside. Mind you, my eyes are still closed, acting like I'm unconscious the whole time. That's my favorite school memory because it was really embarrassing, but now that I look back on it, it's really funny. What's your favorite word? My favorite word has always been grandiose. It just sounds so elegant, and I use it to describe pretty much anything that I do. Have you done a length check since the beginning of your journey? Yes, I have. I have done a length check. I have it on my channel. I'll link it in the card. I think it's on this side and maybe on that side. I kind of never know. So I'll have that linked up in the card somewhere. Do you feel like your microlocks actually grow exactly like your loose hair, or slower or quicker? I feel like my microlocks grow quicker, probably because when you have locks, your hair doesn't shed. It all stays within the lock, so your hair just gets longer and longer and longer. What's your ideal length? I think that mid-back length would be perfect for me. That would be my goal length. How tall are you? I am 5'6". After college, do you want to stay in the Houston area? I do plan on staying in the Houston area, but more so towards downtown. I think that that would be so cool to have a little loft apartment downtown Houston. I could walk everywhere, just live the city girl life. Well, not really the city girl life, but you know, girl in the city, not the city girl life. The girl in the city type of vibe, not the city girls. Where are you at as far as retightening your hair? You guys, retightening my hair has just been this whole big thing with me. It's a thing, it's an event, it's a marathon. So lately I have been searching up locticians in the Houston area because this is just so overwhelming for me. Within this past month, I've just been trying to search up locticians in the Houston area. that specialize in microlocs or even Sisterlocs. I just need somebody that can help. I gotta tell y'all something though. This morning, I called a seemingly credible loctician in the Houston area. She is a Sisterlocs consultant. So I thought, perfect, because I went on her website, I looked at her work, I went to her Instagram, looked at her work, everything looked cool, fine, bam, whatever. So I decided to reach out because I wanted to get an estimate on how much it would be for a retightening session. The response that I got was just very rude, to say the least. So I called the establishment, but they weren't open yet, so I got a text from the consultant. She says that they can't come to the phone right now, but can they help me with a text instead? I'm reading the messages, by the way. I said, yes, I would like to get an estimate to retighten micro interlocks. I have around 600 locks and I'm about 1 month post retie. And then she asks me, what's your budget? I don't know if that was a normal question to ask, but I have never gone to a salon before, ever. Even with my loose natural hair, I've never gotten my hair done by somebody else. So for her to ask me what my budget is after I ask what's the price for this, I don't know. But then I just tell her that I've been self-maintaining and I also started my locks myself. So I've never been to a salon before, so I'm asking the estimate, the price for the service. At this point, she stops texting me and she just calls and she's asking me the same thing. She's like, what's your budget? I don't know what would be fair, honestly. I didn't want to give her a budget because I didn't really necessarily have a budget. I was just trying to figure out what the cost is for this, and then we can schedule my appointment. I'll come in and I'll pay that and we'll do that. But the vibe that I got was she didn't really want to tell me her prices. Like, she was asking, I would consider you to be a transfer client since I didn't start your locks, and so I normally charge my transfer clients extra. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. What do you charge your transfer clients? And she's saying, well, what's your budget? And I'm not really wanting to answer the question because I feel like if I give you my budget and I give you a number that's way higher than what you would normally charge someone, is that what you're gonna charge me? If you charge like 200, are you gonna charge me 500? If I say that 500 is my budget, like, what's going on here? And again, let me know if I'm wrong for this, y'all who go to locticians. Is that how it works when you try to schedule an appointment with a new salon? Like, is that normal or am I right? Like, what's going on? I don't know. It just seemed very shady to me, and plus her attitude was not really it. So that made me feel like, okay, I definitely don't want you in my head. Her demeanor was just very rude. Then she was like, well, just give me your budget, and if your budget aligns with what I charge, then you can come in, and if not, then I'll refer you to somebody else. For retightening, I would say around $150, right? $150 for retightening. Is that cheap? Like, y'all let me know. Y'all who go to locticians, let me know if that's right. But I feel like $150 for retightening is fine. Like, that's pretty good. So then she says, that's way lower than what I would charge someone that's already my client, let alone a transfer client. So I'm gonna refer you to Google. She referred me to Google. I feel like it's one of those things where you had to be there. You had to be the one on the phone with her to kind of know what I'm talking about. But I was just like, huh? And then the way that she said it too was just like, ugh. Because I'm not even saying that 150 is like my budget. Like, I'm telling you guys, I would not go over 150 for somebody to retighten my hair. Yes, I understand that I have over 600 locks in my head. I understand that that takes time. I just said 150 because I was really just trying to figure out, well, how much do you charge for retightening? Like, you don't have to install it. My hair just got done 4 weeks ago, so you know it's not a lot of new growth. So I'm thinking to myself, does she charge $400 for a retightening? Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below about that whole situation. Like, was that normal? Was it shady? Because I'm feeling like it's shady, but I'm really feeling like this is a sign that I should not go to a loctician because of the bad vibes. That's all that I have for y'all today. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments down below. And please answer the questions about the bad vibe loctician and how much do you usually pay for a retightening. I'm just curious, and if you live in the Houston area, please drop some locticians in the comments down below that I could check out. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'm out.
If you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're doing it wrong.
One of the best to ever do it.